What if your entire life savings had to fit into one of two boxes? In the first box, a simple, earthy treasure, something real, something you can hold, something humanity has craved for 3,000 years. In the second, a digital ghost, nothing but a string of code, invisible, untouchable, but with the power to cross any border in an instant. One promises stability, the other sovereignty. Today, we tell a short story about two brothers who had to make that exact choice. By the end of this tale, you won't just have an answer to which is safer, you'll have a new way of looking at everything you own. The story begins with Silas and Orion, standing before their dying father. He left them not land nor gold, but a chest containing his life's wisdom. Inside lay a single, perfect cocoa bean, dark and fragrant, and a small, cold stone, etched with a cryptographic key. One holds the promise of the earth, he whispered. The other, the promise of the ether. The world will change, and each of you will face a storm that only one of these can survive. Choose. Silas chose the cocoa bean. He believed wealth was real, tangible. He nurtured a single seedling into a thriving plantation. His fortune was in the sweet smell of his harvest, the weight of the beans in his hand, and the smiles of the villagers he traded with. His fortress was built of earth and community. Orion chose the stone. He believed physical wealth was a liability, a target. He built his fortune in silence, his fingers flying across a keyboard. His wealth was invisible, a ghost in the machine, protected not by walls, but by unbreakable mathematics. His fortress was built of code and decentralization. Then, the first storm hit. The world was plunged into darkness. The grids failed, the networks died, society crumbled. Orion's coded stone was now just a cold, useless rock. His digital fortress a tomb. But Silas's cocoa beans, they became a currency of survival. He could eat them, trade them, brew them for warmth. In a world without power, his earthly wealth was a lifeline. The world rebuilt, but under the heel of a tyrant who declared, all property belongs to the state. His soldiers marched onto Silas's plantation. They took his land, his harvest, his entire life's work. You cannot hide a farm. But Orion, the soldiers found nothing. His wealth was a secret he held in his mind. He walked across the border one night, a refugee with empty pockets. And on the other side, he reclaimed his entire fortune with 12 simple words. Years later, the two old brothers met on a quiet shore. They had both been rich, and they had both been ruined. They finally understood. Safety isn't a single object. It is a strategy. Cocoa is the lifeboat, for when the entire system sinks. Crypto is the escape hatch, for when the system becomes a prison. The wisest among us don't just choose one. They ask themselves a better question. What storm are you preparing for? This channel is dedicated to exploring these timeless questions of wealth, strategy, and survival. If you believe that wisdom is the ultimate asset, and want to uncover the hidden rules of money, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to continue the journey with us. We have many more stories to tell.